We know that it is not worth giving anything. So there are some things that say to watch the video in full. It will be a bit long, however, it is best for everyone to understand things. It is better for us to understand why this happened than to listen to someone's words or sit like a video without understanding things. So this is like a story or a thing. Welcome to another video. So today's video has a question for everyone. That question is very simple. If Highrich is right, why doesn't Highrich come back? Or why can't Highrich prove it in court? This case and things have been going on for about 2 years, more than 2 years. So why don't there be things that Highrich can come back? There is a question that remains. It is a very common question. The answer to that question is the main thing in today's video. Watch the video in full, there are a few things to say. Let's try to explain the details from the beginning to the present time in a way that is understandable. So, we have seen videos of some people in the past 2 days. Some people had sent them to Highrich saying that if he does something like this, he will escape, or if he does something, he will escape if we approach him. When we saw that video, everything he said was already known and already said. Once he proves what he did, there are all the circumstances in which he can come back. Once it is proven that we did not do the money chain, once it is proven, he has all the circumstances in which he can come back. Once it is proven, there are all the circumstances in the legal system to come back. But there is a genuine, perfect question as to why he could not do it for 2 years. The answer to that question was that many people had such a question in their minds, and FIRs had been filed. So of course, when this is open and some things are told in detail, many facts will have to be told. The events that happened will have to be told as they are. So, these are true things that are going to be told. So, all these things are being told based on what I have talked to, and heard from many people on issues related to Highrich from the beginning to this point. The things that are being said are never official. I am just talking to you about what I understand, and telling you things. So, let's get to the important core of the video. Based on a complaint filed by a person called Valson against the movement called Highrich, the Highrich company is a company called Money Chain that has been frozen under the Butts Act. So, why wasn't a situation proven to prove it if Highrich is not the Highrich Money Chain? Why hasn't Highrich been proven in this system for so many years, even for 2 years? Cases are being filed, things are being done, but why hasn't it been proven? It's very simple, but a bit complicated. Since this is the first time for the movement called Highrich, this company has made a lot of mistakes in doing legal things from the beginning. We can see a lack of an official or powerful legal system for this company, or a lack of experience in it here in this business empire. When any business sector grows, a system that should grow shoulder to shoulder with it, legal systems that solve other problems related to it, its auditing systems and all other kinds of things, of course, should grow with it when a business empire grows. The reason for that is, when a business empire grows, the enemies behind it grow in every field. No matter what business you take, the enemies for it will grow with it. None of us need to grow them, they are things that grow automatically. So when building a shield or a palace to resist those enemies, the surrounding wall related to these legal systems, the soldiers and the armor to prevent the arrows from hitting it, etc. So that was a big problem for the movement called Higher. They even asked them about the system called Already Ed, and they said to Higher that you are going to do such irresponsible things. That is, you should have developed this legal system. You should have developed this legal system along with a powerful and good community that grew up. Okay, let's consider that a mistake there. This is the first time a case called After GST is coming. The GST case came, and the main thing is that you are being arrested for saying that you are not paying GST on your purchase called Redeem Coupon. When a person is arrested for not paying up GST, we are moving forward with a case related to this arrest on the condition that he pays the remaining GST of 52 crore rupees at that time. That case was taken by a lawyer named Ashwin Vakil. That case, we were exempted from the arrest bail. That Prathapan sir was released saying that it was not a perfect arrest and that case was a success for us. At that moment, this person named Valson repeatedly went to many police stations and places and all of them rejected the case. Later, he was transferred to the Buds Authority through the court, or his complaint was transferred to the Buds Authority from the government level. Then, when a complaint related to GST came, there was a lot of disloyalty in the press. How is disloyalty? How is a fraudulent company or a company that evaded GST, a company that committed GST fraud, the press used to come out in the form of a fraud? We know that after that, they do not give any information about it. So, watching the video in full says a lot. It will be a bit long. However, it is best for everyone to understand things. It is better than sitting like an idiot without listening to someone or understanding things. We understand why this happened. So, this is like a story or a thing that we can tell about the past like a story. So, while the GST complaint is going on and the main case is coming back, this case related to the Butts case, the Walton case is coming out here, and at that time, a person called Sanjay Kaul, who is associated with the competitive authority, is temporarily freezing the accounts of Highrich. Why? Why is there such a complaint against you? On that complaint, we have filed a writ in the court and the Sessions Court and are getting permission for temporary freezing. Then there is a question as to why the temporary freezing was done. That Bud's Law is written. In the already written Bud's Law, the first procedure is called temporary freezing. If such a temporary freezing had been done without going into that, it would have been a relief for all of us. Because the company already has all the documents that can prove it. Let's go. So later, the company called Highrich hired the same Ashwin lawyer to go to the High Court to discuss the Buds case. The case related to this GST was being handled in the High Court. We are going to the same High Court to discuss the Buds case and to a bench. I can't remember some names correctly. But we can all recall the things that happened at that time. So, the High Court judge there said, you should not come here for this case, instead you are in the Sessions Court. You should talk in the Sessions Court. He said, not once, not twice, but 3 times, you should go to the Sessions Court. The company called Highrich stuck it up in that High Court without going to the Sessions Court. So of course, those who have read the Buds Case Buds Act can understand, there is a clause written in it. Against whom was the complaint filed? That is, if a complaint has been filed against Highrich, what can Highrich do? Let's file another petition. The same section court can file another petition in the same section court saying that the complaint made against us is false and that we need time to prove our innocence, or we need to prove our innocence. That petition is a petition to prove our innocence. The time limit for filing it is 30 days. What can this party do within 30 days? Let's file it. So, we can consider the fact that Highrich did not make that arrangement as the first mistake. Athira, without going to the session court, this High Court is ignoring this situation, and considering the situation at that time, we are obtaining permission from the court to open a 10-day favorable or temporary freezing. During the period of obtaining that permission, during the period of this GST and this Buds case, the group that calls the movement associated with Highrich as enemies had prepared a plan to destroy this Highrich. The first stage of that plan is to create a collective group called Highrich Genuine Scam and put a question mark on whether Highrich is genuine. They are inviting a number of people to that group. They first started the discussion by inviting the leaders who have become prominent to that group and saying that they can invite them. These discussions are proceeding very friendly. What can I say? Very healthy discussions were taking place there. Is Highrich genuine? What business were you doing? A GST case has been filed against you, right? Their movements were in a way that we never suspected, that they were people who were enraged by a hostile attitude. Many people were expressing their opinions and their own plans and things about Highrich. Many voices were also being sent there. More and more people and leaders were joining a WhatsApp group. Or when they heard that a discussion was going on there, more people joined it. Then, even then, the name of the group was called Higher Genuine Scam, and there was a question mark as to whether it was a scam or not. Then, we all know the details of the admins of that group and do not talk much about it. Then, now there are people abroad, there are more people abroad. Then, in this way, all these people were brought to the leaders in a genuine scam. Now we are coming back to the case. When such a thing happened in court, when a 10-day matter happened, and Nilakara came against it. And Nilakara constantly posted on Facebook against Highrich. Then all these people are spreading the same things against Highrich in other ways on social media. The media is coming. This 5-day favorable verdict comes in a situation where there has been a lot of negative publicity against Highrich. When that favorable verdict was received, we all were very happy, and it was a relief for us, like rain falling in a desert. Because until then, in a situation where we were receiving income, Suddenly a block came and we were afraid of financial difficulties or other problems related to that block. Whether it was social media or other things, the news was constantly coming against it. We all went to these groups and went to other places and we were constantly talking about things. Then people like Anilakara came in, and when we got this 10-day favorable verdict, Meta posted a live video. He had posted a video and talked about all these things to Anilakara. He talked in the form of saying that we had done nothing wrong. We could not achieve that favorable verdict within seconds or that. Issues related to the bank came there. The bankers said that they could not pay like that again. Then there came a moment when we thought we would get the payout. We were relieved. But when we did not get it, we again went into a sad panic. So when the case was being continued again after the Christmas break, there was something that happened in the meantime. The judge from our high court asked this Ashwin lawyer what his business plan was. So, that lawyer was in a situation that he could not say what this business plan was. So, what are the people in the genuine scam that I mentioned earlier doing? Did you send a lawyer who can't tell a business plan to the court? When the joke came, it hurt the leaders who were there, and what did they do? They got angry with the management or complained to the management. It became a strong demand that the lawyer should be replaced. So, after replacing that Asho lawyer, a Supreme Court lawyer came. That Supreme Court lawyer came and discussed things with those leaders and management. He talked about things related to that Supreme Court lawyer and went to court. When the moment came for him to go to the High Court, he went straight to the court. When he went there, there was another issue, a previous petition was lying there. So, some criticism came from the court against him, saying that we will not be able to hear your argument. At that time, people from this group called Higher Genuine are making fun of this issue again. The people from this Higher Genuine group are the people who had told us before that lawyer came that this Supreme Court lawyer is a very powerful lawyer and that there is a possibility of the lawyer coming back. They are the ones who are taking up this issue and making fun of it again, saying that you are a lawyer who cannot even examine a previous petition and that you are a Supreme Court lawyer. Even then, these so-called leaders are hurt and they are saying that it is not right to do so because of ego or something like that. So we cannot just ignore it like that, because the leaders are thinking that they can get a good lawyer in a situation where they can come back very quickly, but the management is already waiting there, with all the expenses and everything, for this lawyer to come from Delhi. Then that lawyer said, the Supreme Court lawyer said, what can we do in a gap of 4 days? This new petition can be withdrawn and a new petition can be filed. The management has decided that everything is waiting. Then why is this petition being filed there? The previous petition has evidence in the hands of the manager. There's a screenshot of it being cancelled, and then on the day of the case, it came back on the site and we got to know a few things like that. Anyway, in these 4 days, a petition of about 160 pages is going to be submitted. All these leaders are going to the house of the manager, or the management, or Prathapa's house at night and going there and saying terrible things. We can take this company back and we will take care of it, or you should give it an NOC, or we can file a case, we have a lawyer with us, things are getting complicated or a bad situation, they are fighting. One reason for that is that there is anger and things are coming there. These leaders are afraid of so many people here, they have taken this purchase consignment through them. So, will the responsibility and the matter come to them, or is the matter against this movement right or wrong? Many of the leaders do not know the plan of this movement or the vision and things of the company or why. This issue was discussed terribly there. It came to a fight mode. At that time, Pratap sir spoke to Madam Srina, you give it to them because if something happens later, it will be difficult for us later. Then, we heard from Madam that a 4 days Madam had said many times reluctantly. You wait for a 4 days, let's get those things right. Then, saying that it is not possible, they changed that lawyer and a new lawyer came.